pop down and catch a glimpse of the new girl before Bland gets to her.
Ah, yes. Belinda the Blonde.
A spy thriller that's not especially James Bond, except your character, Bill Hayden, I think probably does his best. Would you agree? He's got something...
Yeah, he's probably the one that would be seen as the intrepid man of action, I suppose. You know, an awful lot of what's going on is implied action, and action that might just happen, or what looks like, well, what is very high-stakes stuff, but basically discussed while someone butters their toast. And then suddenly and shockingly, yes, someone will be shot, or there'll be sporadic and rather surprising moments of violence, very extreme.
Yeah.
And you are reminded what is at stake.
I know who you are.
She had information concerning a double agent. What she told me was sensational.
You mentioned it was great playing with Gary Oldman. What was that like for a week? Just
terrifying. The anticipation's terrifying. The meeting is terrifying. The first hour is terrifying, and then his amiability. And we did 3 films together back to back now. You know what I mean? Well, luckily we came back for reshoots because I had the first time there was a beard which didn't quite work. So then I came back and we got to do it again. So the first time I did it, I was like, I wish I'd have done this, but I was too busy watching what Gary was doing. Because I was like, as he was working, I was trying to do my part, but it can't help but watch. Here I watch, you know. Here I watch him, even if you're supposed to be on camera working. So I'm so sorry. I was watching Gary. He's brilliant, and so we came back and reshot that stuff. So I managed to put in some stuff that I intended to do the first time.
Brilliant.
So it's quite difficult.
Gary Oldman's described you as a bit of a giggler. Now, there's the scene in the Cube where you all sat round. It's very serious on film, but I can't help but think that maybe in filming.
Oh yes. Look, if you get boys together, they regress. It's as simple as that. I mean, we spent most of the time between takes inhabiting the age of 10, I would say.
And just trying to put each other off and...
Yes, there was a bit of that, actually, shamelessly. I'd completely forgotten it till this moment. Yes, we ended up sabotaging ourselves. It was one of those situations where it just became absolutely hopeless.
And I guess part of being a spy and playing a spy was just
well,
trying to undermine...
Well, I don't know. That makes it sound a little bit more sophisticated and grown up than it really was. It was a pitiable spectacle.
You're busy, Tom. You're just
Yes.
making movies like you cannot... Yeah.
Yeah, go on.
So busy, you're going up to fields.
Bye.
Is it true that a change is as good as a rest, or is it, as an actor with all of these wildly different characters, is it difficult to recharge your batteries to sort of...
I think there's an inevitable time when, you know, you just have to pull out. So I don't bore the audience. I don't bore myself. I drive myself mad, and I can be...
But while the going's good and you're being offered these fantastic parts, I mean, is it difficult to choose between them?
I'm being pointed and navigated towards specific pieces in many ways. And Batman's big. You know, it's a big beast. Mad Max is obviously a franchise lead, and then Al Capone is a character lead that's coming up. And then we did a rom-com just to see if that worked. What did that work?
Did it?
Did I mean? Apparently it's scored pretty highly at Fox, so maybe it has. I hope so.
Tinker, Tailor, soldier, spy.